Guys, today I'm going to talk about what is currently going to happen for Bitcoin and what are my predictions for the next few weeks and potentially even months for Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is currently looking really strange, and I wanted to show you this right here. And I know I have not been making a lot of videos over on my YouTube channel, but that is because I was really busy, but I'm finally back. I'm also going to buy a crazy camera with a tripod so I can finally screen record my screen again, which is a lot nicer for you all to see, of course. But yeah, for now we have to do it with my phone. So yeah, right now what I want to show you guys is this right here. Of course, I'm first going to talk a little bit about what is currently happening for Bitcoin in the shorter term, and then I'm going to tell you guys exactly what we need to do in order to remain bullish for Bitcoin and why there is a really big chance that $21,000 is going to get hit again. So right here we can see that we created this pattern right here and we perfectly broke down. We clearly broke down and saw this pretty big move today. So yeah, today has been a pretty red day overall, more than a 2.6% move. We currently are bouncing again and we are above the massive yellow support line right here, which is of course really bullish. But then if I go right here to this chart right here, then we can see that Bitcoin may not be looking as bullish as you might think. If I zoom in a little bit right here, we can see that this has been one of the craziest support and resistances in the last few weeks and months for Bitcoin. We created it all the way back in June and we are still respecting this massive area of resistance right here. We can see we flipped it, of course, right here from support into resistance, and now this is the second time we touch it as resistance, and this is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Why is this not looking good? Well, if I do like this, we can see that this is clearly, and I've been studying charts like this for the last year. It's crazy, the last 2 years actually. I've seen this so many times. This is not something you want to see for a chart on Bitcoin. Why? Because this is a clear lower low. And what does a lower low mean? I was actually going to say double top. It's kinda double top, but it's not an actual double top, of course, because the high isn't equal to this one. But what it is, it's a clear lower low. And that is really bearish for Bitcoin. And especially here over on the 1 day time frame, because this on the 1 day time frame, a lower low is something you don't want to see. For us to remain bullish, what we need to do is we need to do something like this in order to get our uptrend intact and make a higher high instead of a lower low. Because if we do something like this, that means that we are creating a lower low, and that could cause a trigger all the way down. Yes guys, all the way down to $19,600, which is our next big area of support. I'm going to show you guys exactly why it's not even that weird that we are potentially going there. So yeah guys, currently a lower low on the Bitcoin chart. We just made it yesterday. We can clearly see we saw this massive move down from off this level. It's just not looking really good. So why is this not looking good and why should we be worried? Well guys, it's all because of this chart. We still have a CME gap here laying at around $20,000 to $21,000. A mega CME gap this is, of course, as you guys can see. It's really big if we compare it to other CME gaps. And the CME gap has this tradition that if it's created, it most of the time gets filled within the next few days. We can always see that. We made a massive CME gap right here, and within the next week, we immediately filled it. We filled it. We perfectly filled it, and that happens all the time. We can see right here, we created a CME gap, perfectly filled it. However, this one is still unfilled. And the question remains, is this going to be one of those 99.9% of the CME gaps that just won't get filled? Because there's only like, I've actually done the calculation, or actually I didn't, but I've researched it, and some people have calculated it, that out of all the CME gaps, only about 1% doesn't get filled. So that will be a really rare instant, and most of the time they do get filled in 1 week. However, some other CME gaps also take months to get filled, but eventually they will get filled up. There's actually only 1 or 2 CME gaps in the entire history of Bitcoin that are not filled up, and that was all the way back in last bear market. So this could be something to look out for, because if we now create a lower low for Bitcoin, then we could see a catastrophic Bitcoin drop for Bitcoin. It's going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to wipe out a lot of liquidity, a lot of money from everyone, and potentially fill up this massive area of support that's going to be it, and of course also the CME gap, creating a potential double bottom as well. So yeah, there's just so much uncertainties right now, but what I do know is that what I just showed you is really, really important. We still do need to make a higher high in order for Bitcoin to be bullish. If we don't do this, then it could get catastrophic for Bitcoin, and I don't want to see that. But if we do get that massive drop, there of course are still going to be crazy opportunities. So don't be scared right now. Just see this as an opportunity that if we do drop, you can buy Bitcoin even lower. So yeah, I'm currently not worried at all. However, I will update you guys in the next few days, probably tomorrow or the day after, to update you guys what is currently going to happen and what is happening. Because in the next 1 to 2 days, we will already have clarity about if we are going to make a higher high or if there's going to be an actual lower low. Because of course, it only takes a few candles to look at what we're going to do. If we get another red candle like this and another one like this, then it's quite obvious that we're not going to get that higher high for Bitcoin. But if we tomorrow get a candle like this and then a wick down but then immediately pump back up, then that will be really, really bullish for Bitcoin, and that could send us higher. So yeah, the next 2 to 3 days are going to be massive for Bitcoin, and it could potentially prepare us for the next few weeks or months for Bitcoin and the potential price future for the next few months. Yeah, be prepared, guys. I'm really excited for everything because we all know that still Bitcoin has been trading in the same boring range, but it seems like the big move is finally coming up. So yeah, if you're hyped for it, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to my channel. I do really, really appreciate it. And I hope, guys, I will see you in my next YouTube crypto video.